Yeah, I figured I'd pop in and try out some of this AoE4 stress test stuff. Not quite sure how it's going to go. I imagine it's primarily multiplayer only, but there is the inclusion of a few things that we'll show off in a little bit in the client. So the plan is to go through what's currently out in this stress test. It's going throughout the weekend. I think you can still get access to it. You just go into Steam, go into the store page, at least it was yesterday, and you're able to register for the stress test. AOD, what? Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, but yeah, go check out some Age of Empires 4 and see how this goes. Let's get into the client. So here it is. It's very straightforward. A couple different sections. They have this really fun technical stress testing bouncing all over the screen, so it's very much in beta. Their intention is to just try and see how the servers hold up, I guess. So the main play tab here. We got multiplayer section. Single player is not currently available, but there is some stuff that we can check out. Community tab. They have a new what's new in Age of Empires 4, and you can read a bunch of this stuff and visit it on their website. It's all very straightforward stuff. Hey, Odie, cheers for the sub, dude. It's awesome, man. Thanks very much. 8 months. Holy shit. Almost a full-born baby at this point. But thanks, Odie. Always appreciate the support. So in addition to the little wiki stuff we got here, there's a customer support link and a bunch of featured tips and tricks, release notes, make friends, blah blah blah, all the social media links. And then in here in the learn section, this is where we're going to start off. They actually have built-in tech trees for all the different factions. So there's currently only 4: English, Chinese, Holy Roman Empire, and the Abbasid dynasty. So you can pop into any of these. It gives you a bit of the lore behind each faction, which is pretty kind of cool. I'm a big fan of this. The last big Age of Empires I played was 2. I don't think I played any of 3, to be honest. 2 was pretty good. Is it a new game? Yeah, they're just doing a stress test for the weekend. AOD. Age of Empires is a big, long-standing RTS game. Last big one out was 3. 2 seems to be the very popular competitive one. I played some of that multiplayer, which was interesting. But you can see here they have a really nice overlay for this stuff. You can check out the cost of things. You can see the perks. You can see the variations in each structure between each of the different ages. This is super cool. Yeah, that's correct, Amy. It's not released yet. They're just doing the stress test weekend for free, which is awesome. It's the best way to get people to hit your servers, right? And then, of course, you got barracks, so you can see all the different units here. Dock. All that good stuff. Outpost. A couple of different upgrade paths here. I'm sure this is all available on their public wiki, so I'm not going to go into all of this, but just have a brief look at how cool it is. Super interesting. Archery range. Stonewall Tower and a mosque. Oh man, they got a whole bunch of special tech stuff. That's cool. Interesting. What's this? And you can by default expand it. Cool. You don't have to go back out to change either. You can use the little drop down. It's also pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, we're just gonna hop into the learn the basics intro tutorial. I'm sure it's all very similar to the original Age of Empires, but since they just put it out for the stress test, we'll try this. And then my plan is to have a look at the multiplayer. And they've got 2 different sections on here: versus players and the co-op versus AI. I'll probably opt for the co-op versus AI option, see how that goes first, and then try out some games versus players where I'll get my ass kicked. But it should be good fun. Just to try this out a little bit. So let's go. They do give you a disclaimer when you launch the game about it being potentially buggy, crashing, all that good stuff. It is very much like a stress test. The poor devs cobbling the poor client together before the weekend, so we'll see how it holds up. Hopefully it's good. I do see, I had a quick check online before I hopped on. I did see quite a few people are actually streaming this at the moment, which is cool. So I'd say I'll be more than happy to get all the resources. In terms of the demands of this game, I'm not actually sure how hard it's going to be hitting my CPU and memory usage. Hopefully it's okay. I think it should be alright. My PC's a little bit dated at this point, but it should have the resources to stream this out.
driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside.
It's pretty cool. So straightforward, town center.
With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Alright, it's pretty cool. You can hold a middle click to move around like this. Whee! Right click, a bunch of stuff. You can select drag. Actually gives you a breakdown of the different trees you selected. Fair enough. So we're playing as the English as well. It gives you the little flavor flag for the faction that you're currently playing. It's kind of cool.
Cheerless. Yes, sir.
Map seems reasonably big. Holy crap. I'm not sure. It seems a little bit finicky in terms of trying to go all the way up here, but it's probably just because it's a tutorial map.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Man, that animation's cool. Set your rally point. I could play with this all day, boy. That's fun. They have hotkeys. They actually show you the hotkeys in the game menu too. That's really cool. So Q, I'm guessing it's like QWERT, ASDF, ZXEV. Makes sense. Very similar to past Age of Empires games where they do this like sequential key mapping. I can right click directly onto the berries and the villager will start collecting it automatically. It's nice. So you can see resources at the bottom left, population 6 out of 10, food, wood, gold, stone. Plus 80 food per minute. This is your rough income source because you got 7 villagers working on food. They're currently getting this much per minute. Nice.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing villagers' needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Alright. Build ourselves a mill. Ah, okay, so what you do is you actually hit Q and then it gives you the ability to place the mill. That's kind of cool. Stick a mill down here. Zoom in, zoom out. Not a huge amount of draw gap between zooming in and out. There's our mill, so now the villagers should go back to this.
The growing village would need wood to build with.
Okay, next they want us to get wood. So we'll switch a few of these over to wood. And I guess similar to the mill for the food, you tend to be able to get access to a lumber mill for wood, but I guess they're just going to slowly introduce it. The AI dumpster juice is that bad, Mark? Oh no. AI in these games is no joke. I remember having a lot of difficulty with the original single players. Granted, it's been a while, but I imagine they didn't make it easy, that's for sure. I'll spread these out amongst the trees. These all have their own capacity, like you can see here, 68. This one's got 138, 87, 153. There we go, there's our 50 wood. It's going to be build a lumber mill now, right?
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Yeah, I gotcha. So yeah, you do hit Q once when you have a villager, and it brings up the hotkeys for this, and then you can place your thing. So that's pretty cool. Then we'll go back and forth to the lumber mill instead of straight back to your town center. Makes sense. Why are there no light tanks in this game? You gotta use the cheat codes. What was it? What was the old cheat code that you had to use?
Villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber.
Ooh.
The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Yep. So similar to any of the, I guess the more traditional StarCraft type games, you need housing to manage your population numbers. Looks like I can shift click. Cancel that. So we got a house here. So yeah, you can shift click commands. So I just shift click queued a few buildings here. I told him to get this and shift queue click to get back into this. We'll see if he does it. Yep, there he goes. It's pretty cool. This guy's sitting idle. Get him back in the wood. There we go. 3 houses. You can see our population went up in the bottom left too. Looks like
With
10 per house.
housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Build 3 farms. As you can see, it's good timing. I just ran out of resources here. So I Q, hit A. I think you ideally want these around your around the mill. There we go.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Next up, explore the wilderness.
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
No right click scrolling. Yeah, Mark, these games traditionally don't think used it. They used you use middle click. You can drag around the map. It's kind of your alternative to it. Left click town center in order to produce a scout. Oh, you get a scout from the town center. That's interesting. Normally you need a stable in at least in 2. It's cool to give you this little. I'm not quite sure what this radius is. Maybe it's for when they're occupied, they can shoot out that far.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources.
Cool, we can get our hotkeys.
The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Just making sure shift click works, so you should go back. Yeah, so shift click works. Doesn't give you a nice pathing indicator or anything, I'd say. Like, you can't clearly tell the route he's taking, he's just kind of going. Which is fine. To locate a gold vein is the current objective. Looks like we got wood. Oh no, here we go. Wow, that's a chunky gold vein. Okay, these should be able to build a mine, I guess.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Sweet. Q or do this. I don't think that these can stack to speed up repairing or building a structure. Maybe they can. Yeah, looks like they can. Sweet. So you can have 2 of them working away on it. Reduce the build time. Then they automatically go get the gold.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
That's pretty cool. I like this. I think only one villager can work at a farm to increase food supply, build more farms. Yeah, gotcha. Controllable sheeps are cool. Yeah, they were in 2 as well. Once you got vision into neutral sheeps, you were able to then control them, unless your opponent bumped into them, then it would become theirs. Which led to some funny harassment stuff with the online play.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town.
Advance to the feudal age.
The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Build a landmark. Okay. That's new. To build a landmark, advance the next, select a villager, click on the 2 icon. Ah, it's here. Okay. The Abbey of Kings, religious landmark. Heals all nearby out of combat units by 2 every 1.5 seconds. Ah, okay. So in previous games, they would require you to do an upgrade at the town hall, but now it looks like you need these actual dedicated structures for it. It's pretty neat. This all looks like it's just blocked off with wood, right? This also means that you're not blocked. So one of the things of Age of Empires 2 is that you ended up blocked when you were getting your next age tech, so you couldn't actually produce villagers, but now it doesn't seem to be an issue. Which is pretty cool. You used to be able to research a tech that would auto grow these back. I'm sure you can in this too. But cool. Little edge of the map markers here. Interesting way of doing it. Just curious if they'd go for the plane or if you'd be able to like go over here and then pop out the other side. It looks like they stuck with the classics. It's pretty cool.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
What? Learn to use spearmen, okay.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Yep. We'll get ourselves that. Get our axe. Hey, Black Templar, good to see you, dude. Happy weekend. We're checking out some of the Age of Empires 4 stress tests. It's basically like a open weekend to try out the multiplayer. They include a little tutorial I'm doing here first.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
So I can only queue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can only queue up to 8. Is that limit? I wonder why that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's really a resource thing. Yeah, I don't know what. Gotcha. It looks pretty cool. Models are kind of nice. You'll have better like fidelity given your graphical settings, but it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, the technical stress test keeps floating around. Yeah, I guess they want to keep it that way for like future stuff, so people don't go, oh well, I was playing a game and this weird bug happened. It's fine. I think it's important. Like it would have been nice if they just kept it locked in the top right of the screen or something, just so it's like, hey, you know what version this is or whatever. But you know, it's still pretty nice of them to let us to do it at all. Access for free, can't really complain, right? A nice wall, balustrade wall, isn't it?
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion.
Woo! Reclaim lands. Let's go.
The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade.
Oh, that's cool.
Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Hell yeah, let's do that. Double left click experiment to select all such shooting in the screen. Yeah, so you can double click to select all, that makes sense. Select your experiment, right click on the balustrade. Come on, boys. That's pretty cool. They like change their weapon dynamically depending on what they're attacking. I don't know, Blackie. I told him that it was on, or I posted it. He would have seen it. Don't know if he'll check it out though.
The militia could now reclaim their lands in the
Woo!
north.
Lands of the north, let's go! Oh, you can double hockey units. Oh, that's nice.
The spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
At least that's what it looked like. So you can see here. I'll wait till I kill this guy and show you. And we got a few guys to deal with here first. I'll use attack moves. You can use A and left click to bring them to the location of attack. There we go. So you can double hotkey your units.
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry.
Yeah. So I have. You'll see here. I have.
The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Yeah. So you'd see I originally had this horse scout on like hotkey 3, and I had these on hotkey 4, but I have both of them bound to hotkey 2. So you can do a lot of nice micro and stuff when you're able to use double, even triple hotkeys. I'm sure I could probably like get a small section of these. Small section of these. Nah, looks like. And this guy 6, this guy 7. That's cool. So you can have people like quadrupled hotkeyed, if not more. That's super useful. Is there a shift A? There's an A, and you can double click to select all units on the screen. I'm pretty sure there's a select all unit type across screen. Come on, boys. I do wish the zoom is kind of limited. I mean, it's fine. Like, this is about as far as you scroll out, and this is as far as you scroll in. Woo!
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables.
Got wrecked, son. That's good, a little fire effect, so it takes damage over time.
The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed,
Woo.
but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage.
Okay.
The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this,
Sure
and so
did.
would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines.
This is true, we did need to do that. Okay, so they do each of the different tech buildings here on the
Fortunately,
bottom.
friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Nice. Did they? Ah, here they are. So I don't have to bring my guys all the way down to get this. That's kind of cool. Also get a house going here too, I guess, because we're going to be low on population supply soon. Okay, I'm liking it. There's a stable, 2 stables.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Hell to the yeah. Horsemen! Can I do this? Okay, I can shift click to get multiple buildings and hotkey them together like this. It's very cool. Increase 15. That's quite a lot. So I guess you can keep queuing these up so long as you have resources, which is awesome. Oh, the enemy has farms here. Take these out. Nice. How's our lumber doing back here? Are we okay? Lumber's okay. Looks like these fields are regenerating themselves, so that's a nice quality of life improvement. Not sure if that's just for the sake of this test or tutorial little mission, but it's nice. Also, I do see it says along here all your different hotkey groups, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and tells you what units are on them. That's awesome. There's something up here. We'll check out soon. Double click these to get multiple of them. Another aspect was you used to be able to choose the formation of these guys. So you can right click and then choose which direction they face.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
What do I want? Lumber camp? It's probably a good idea to have one there. And I'll send the boys in. Nice. Woo!
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself.
No problem.
The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen.
Attack the infantry encampment.
To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders.
I sure do hope that there are some villagers hiding out here.
Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Oh, that's cool. So you use Q for, yeah, tier 1, W to get in here for tier 2. Makes sense. W, then A. This one, W, and A. No, not you, villager. Alright.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Cool. Need more houses. Hey, Kano. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Yeah, we're checking out the stress test for this. I didn't play a huge amount of Age of Empires. I mean, I played a bunch of Age of Empires 2, but I didn't get big into it on the online stuff. I played some of it, and I saw the stress test for this was running, so I said I'd check it out. This is pretty fun. I mean, at the moment it's very much just, you know, this is just the tutorial, but then we'll hop on to some online games. They do PvP, but they also have some co-op stuff against AI, so that's probably more going to be my speed, but I'll try out both of them. See how it goes. kind of supply locked at the moment, I think is what's happening. You can see on the left, my wood is pretty low. So I can send these over towards here, get them to get more wood, bring these dudes over as well. Yeah, it's pretty chill, it's nice. Alright.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance.
Nice.
So long as they took the proper position.
So you're saying I should run them head first into the enemy? It's pretty cool. The like I wasn't sold when I saw the trailers for this about the art style. But you know, I'm kind of playing it. I can kind of see the appeal to this. Hey, Flippy, good to see you, dude. Yeah, they're doing a stress test for this over the weekend, so I said I'd check it out. This is just a tutorial, but we're hopping to some online. Check that out. It's pretty cool. It's a free stress test. As far as I know, you can still sign up to it. It's available all weekend. I'll just be playing it for a couple of hours today while I'm chilling. I figured I'd check it out anyway, so I may as well stream some of it. People might be interested in that kind of thing. I do like the aesthetics of the gold vein stuff. It's pretty cool. Set up the longbowmen on the cliff top.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
Cool. So we'll line these up on the cliff top. Yeah, it's brand new, Flippy. It's not officially released yet, as I say. It's just a stress test, so they're making sure that their servers are able to hold the right capacity. This is pretty cool. We don't want the spearmen to absolutely destroy our cavalry, so we'll have our own spearmen get them. This is kind of funny when you got like 15 horses around their one infantry.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population.
Hell yeah,
now
let's
that their
go.
lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city.
Okay, okay. To do that, I guess I need...
Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
The White Tower. Acts as a keep with all the behaviors, texts, and bonuses. That's cool. Probably want it up here somewhere, though. We'll grab we'll grab 2 of these. Bring them over here. And place this, like, here. My population is also running low, so I need to get a few houses. Again, you can shift click this stuff so you can queue this up and just leave them to it. It's pretty nice. So they'll go off, build 6 houses. This will be our little castle fortification. The same base building system, yeah, so it's still based on the villagers. You get the resources with the villagers, you then do it. The thing that I've noticed that's the biggest difference, I'm not sure if this was in 3, but you need to build landmarks in order to advance to the next stage. Beforehand, in like Age of Empires 2, you'd have to go to your town center and use an upgrade here, which would prevent you from building workers and stuff, but now it's a totally isolated separate building. So this one here is the very first landmark we built, the Abbey of Kings. It heals nearby units, so it's a useful thing. They give you little bonus perks, so that's nice. This one, yeah, I got 2 villagers on it. They probably want me to do a couple more. Let's see if we can get a 3rd one over here. We'll be able to build it a little bit quicker. I'm not sure if they want me to destroy this yet or not. I'm just gonna like hold off. My army's right here on the gates anyway, so it's all good. Yeah, for sure, man. I'd say some of that is down to the one to keep the original aesthetic. and I don't know how much resources they're putting into it, and some of it may just be down to my own PC's graphical limitations, but I know you're playing it too, so that might not be the case. You can see resolution. I'm currently playing it on like what, medium quality, so some of this stuff isn't on the highest settings, just to be totally clear about that. But it looks alright to me. It's definitely very familiar feeling compared to 2. And yeah, the definitive edition was what I was playing too, Flip. It's pretty fun. You don't care how it looks, you care how it plays, yeah.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city.
Woo!
From there would grow an empire.
Hell yeah. Victory! Ooh, that's choppy when it does that. That does not agree with my computer for whatever reason. What's the numbers about the units' heads? It was probably the hotkeys I gave them, kinda. You can like give groups different hotkeys, so you can have like 3 units hotkey to 1, 4 units hotkey to 2, but then 3 of those units can be in both 1 and 2. That's pretty cool. They have a few more tutorials buttoned here, which actually, what does it just do? It fires up a web browser. Yeah, it just goes to the Age of Empires website. But that was cool. It's a nice little overview. I was kind of hoping that they would take you through all the ages in the little tutorial thing, or like it would unlock, like, instead of the intro tutorial, it would then give you like the medieval tutorial, I guess, or the imperial tutorial for the different ages, but that's what they're going with, so that's cool. It's cool. Nothing for it. I'm going to the multiplayer. So there's customs. There are no current games to show. There's observe. There are no current games to show. Okay. I think that this is active. I should be able to get games as far as I know. I can try queue for co-op versus AI, see if I get a game. Again, no idea. See how it goes. Just versus AI because it'll be easier to show off some more of the game. And you'll also hopefully be able to see different factions if myself and the ally play different factions. There's 4 included with the stress test. The one we saw there in the tutorial looked like England. There are 3 others. The graphics are fine. You think more is possible? Maybe, Mark, maybe. Again, I haven't really looked into what the size of the team is they have working on this, and like the time that they're looking to try and push this out by. I don't know if they're trying to get this out this year. If they're doing a stress test now in September, they might be trying to get it out in time for Christmas, but it's hard to say for sure. We get a game? Oh wow! Oh holy shit! Okay. We're going for a 4v4, no messing about. Yikes. Okay, I'll change faction then, since these boys are all going to do England. So we got someone playing the Holy Roman Empire. I'll play Chinese, and these 2 can play English. Game timed out while trying to find or join a match. Did I not hit ready up or something? Interesting, okay. Okay. How have you found this so far, Mark? You've played a little bit of this. How have the quick matches and things been in terms of connections and issues? Is it alright? They do also seem to associate level with your account, so player XP from doing the tutorials, and I'm guessing from quick match games, and then it'll use that level to try and pair you with similar ranked opponents slash allies. Hard to say for sure, but I imagine that's how it's working. Only played 2 custom matches against the AI. Cool, cool. Okay. There's no ready up button. There's the starting in, so I guess we just wait. So I'll play as China. This guy's going to play as the Holy Roman Empire against 2 AIs on the map Dry Arabia. Should be interesting. Will it load? Maybe? Don't crash. Okay. Win conditions: destroy all enemy landmarks, or control all the secret sites, or build and defend a wonder. Huh. So controlling all the secret sites seems very reminiscent of the old get all the relics. Build and defend a wonder is a very standard win condition for these games. Destroy all enemy landmarks. What do I mean by landmarks? If it's like just like all structure, or if it means those dedicated landmark buildings per age. So we're against the Abbasid dynasty and the Holy Roman Empire. I feel bad for my opponent, my ally here, but I'm sure we'll give it a good go. No idea of the build orders for this whatsoever. I had a rough idea of some of them in Age of Empires 2, like going, 8 villagers, putting a certain amount on wood, certain amount on sheep, certain amount on food, and when to try and roughly expand, and when to try and spam out your armies. Cool. Okay, so I'm over here. We got rock there. We got sheep here. We'll get one of our villagers on this sheep straight away. We'll get this sheep back as well. Why isn't this sheep transitioning? Usually you should take ownership of sheep. I think that's a slight bug. Yeah, build landmark to advance to the next stage. I get you. We're going to want you to build a lumber camp, and we're going to want you to build not enough resources. I need more wood, so we'll get you on wood. We'll auto send these villagers straight to the wood. I'm going to need to fix my wood situation, or my food situation, because there's no bushes nearby, and those sheep aren't going to last very long. There's a couple of deer here. There's a gold mine here. That's pretty cool. We'll get the sheep back here. I think once you send a villager on a sheep, he becomes like a shepherd type class, and that should enable him to... I'm not sure what this is. Tang Dynasty, Scouts gain 30%. Okay, it's like a passive bonus for your faction. There's 400 food, 200 gold. I have 150 food, nowhere near enough gold, so I need to get gold sorted pretty quick. Yeah. Oh, I have 2 choices. Oh, that's cool. The fuck? Okay, I pissed off a wolf. Mining camp right next to the gold, because I'll need that. 400 food is a lot of food. Oh, that's cool. The sheep automatically follow the guy too. Okay. A little bit worried about this wolf situation. I don't want to be bringing him towards my village. So I guess I'm running this way. The sheep is going to come back here. As are these dudes. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. So we can villager, build a scout. Maybe my scout can take this guy on. I have no idea. Oh, my scout shoots a bow. We got bushes down here, so I'm definitely going to build a mill down towards here. My poor ally is doing all the hard work. And so he's got a couple of houses, he's got his landmark. What's this? There's a relic here, so I guess I want to hold on to that. It's a big deer. I like that they give like these little landmarks on the minimap, so you can see where like the deer is, you can see where the relic is. Can I build this yet? Not yet. So we got two choices, defensive or economic. Nearby buildings generate plus 100 tax gold. That seems very useful. So it's either gold or it's a sort of defensive structure. I think gold is going to be more important. So I need a little bit more gold. This person's standing still. You can see the relic count here. 0-4. Oops. See if I can steal their sheep. You can see they've recalled villagers back to their... I think they've recalled villagers, or else it just has a default kind of attack. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Almost a 200 gold. That's good news for me. I don't know what this guy is doing. Oh, he's working on the sheep alone, okay. This guy should be listed as a... I don't think he should be listed as workers, right? He should probably be like farmers or something. Okay. Now I should be able to build this. And we want to put it in a position where all the nearby buildings can actually generate some gold. So this is currently what my dynasty is. Maybe it upgrades as you go through each of the different factions. So like the different ages. It's pretty interesting. Different. I definitely have a lot of sheep going now, so that's good. I have plenty of wood too, so I might switch one of these over to food. This guy's still working away down here. I need to be getting a lot more villagers. I just kind of stopped, which is really bad. I was just so used to the fact that once you're upgrading your tech that you don't have access to the ability to build villagers. That's taking some getting used to. The land changes during newly built buildings. Yeah, they do some of these cool effects, like little mini farms if you like. Hey, Gel. Thanks for stopping by, dude. How does the game look? I actually quite like the aesthetics of the game. Granted, like, some of this is just my graphics card not being the best. The settings are more or less on medium for the graphics. But there are some nice details in here, for sure. It is very reminiscent of 2, which is why I quite like. Good to see you, Mangoes. And Kano with the sub, my man. Cheers very much, Kano. Always appreciate the support. Hope to see you streaming a bit more again soon. I know life has you a little bit busy. I could build another scout, I guess. And then I'll queue up a couple more villagers. Except these villagers I'm going to keep on the wood. Nice. That's pretty cool, and this gives us the ability to make this. Okay. So next up we need to get some units, so we'll get a barracks up. We'll also want to get... Do we want to go archers? So it gives you, actually gives you a full list here. Oh my god, grenadiers! Oh, we can build grenadiers! That'd be awesome. Or fire lance, pretty cool. And you can tell each of the like each tech requirement for each of those units by little pips. So 2 is like the second age, 3 is the third age. Okay, I guess we have to, like, there's no way around it. We have to get this. We're gonna get a few spearmen. Then what are we low on? We're low on wood. So we'll keep these guys. They're not actually actively getting the wood. They're just sitting beside it. That's cool. That's cool. You're trying to play some CNC PvP and 3 scene 10 minutes ago, but your internet gets... Ah, that sucks, dude. Grenadiers, GDI rules, hell yeah. Hail to the yeah. These guys are getting berries, right? Yeah. Oh, and I can get some upgrades for these now. Increased carrying capacity of villagers. Increased villagers hunted meats. This is probably good. Chinese period officers can be produced from the town center. Economic support unit with no combat ability will automatically gather tax gold from buildings and can be tasked with improving a building's efficiency. That's kind of cool. So it's kind of like this faction's special ability seems to be very heavily impacted by this. And then this is like a little buff for this guy. Cool, cool, cool. What are we low on at the moment? We're pretty low on gold, so probably need to be getting some more of that. We're absolutely going to get destroyed by the enemy if they know what they're doing as well. That's just something that I've accepted is going to happen. Okay, what are we doing? We need houses. It gives you a big incentive in terms of trying to position all your houses and stuff within the ratio of this structure, so you can get that sweet tax gold. Hey, Joy Toy J. It's a good name, man. Everyone's speaking German or speaking Papega. Oh, 9! 9! Yeah, I'm just checking out the stress test. The last big, like, Age of Empires game I played was 2. I did some of it online, not a huge amount. The building has a lot of tax gold. Use an Imperial officer to collect from this building. Okay, okay. So we need to get this Imperial officer to go here, and he'll pick up the gold. That's cool. So each one of like your lumber buildings, probably the same with the quarry, right? Yeah, they all have it. So these are like extra resource equivalents. Okay, what should my primary goal be here? You go here. I guess you want to have one of these per structure. I'm not too sure. What am I low on? Low on wood again, so I want to be getting a bunch more villagers. Probably also want to be getting a few more houses up. What? Yeah, no, you're fine. Okay, I guess maybe only one of these is needed. So it seems to just be sitting idle quite a lot. Okay. I guess I can set up another lumber camp, like over here. Need to keep producing villagers. More houses. Again, we want to keep these within the district. I think this is right, I'm not too sure. That's the general impression I'm getting, is you want stuff in this area. I want to make sure I still have a couple of units on the field. Out of wood again. Double the rate at which followers chop wood. Increase the carrying rate. Yeah, get all those buffs, because geez, I'm in desperate need. Actually, it might be better if I start sending them over to this patch. These idiots just kind of standing still. That's cool. What's this? Hunted meat capacity, carry animal carcasses. That seems pretty effective. I think the gathering rate is more reliable, even though there is a huge deer farm here. These kind of farms seem to make it more viable to go for like the non-farm based builds, I guess. Grid to hardened. Sure. And then we'll get. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. So here's our ally. He's doing all right. Have a look at the structures and things that he's got going on. So he's got a few of these outposts. It's pretty cool. Their landmark is good. They're getting some more houses. I'm not sure what that is. Whoa! Get away! What is this? Okay, we're okay. We're alive. We survived the first attack. Hell yeah. So stables probably worth having a look at getting. I'll get one of these. I guess I'll just put it here, even though it's outside of the radius, just to have it. Increase villagers' health. I've got quite a lot of gold, so that's not a huge. That's not a huge problem. Stealing my sheep again. I can send my scout out, have a look what he's doing. What do we got? We got that blacksmith. Seems useful. Anything else? Outposts? Do we want outposts? Guess you probably do want outposts, right? Where do we want outposts? We want outposts like here. And then we want like a mining camp here. Like expand out a little bit. Just a lot of streamers streaming in languages you don't know. It's unfortunate. I have to start speaking in Irish now just to like totally throw you off. Oh wow, this guy's aged up already. Crap. Build boat marks. Build boat landmarks from the same age to create a dynasty. Oh, okay. Yeah. My priority is kind of to get this other upgrade though, right? So I have to kind of choose what's better if I want to get the next dynasty or if I want to actually get to the castle age, which I think I much prefer. The problem with that is just I need all the cash. Take the money. Wait, do I have to keep microing this guy back and forth? I don't quite get how that mechanic works. So I need to increase my footage. So I think what I'll do is I'll go over here and try... is it worth putting a mill next to these? Probably not. There was a special thing I could unlock with the mill here that lets you carry them, right? This. And this. This will give me all the meat supply stuff, which would then make this even more valuable to get. That's worrying. Oh no. Run away! This might be the end for our boy Danku, I'm afraid. He's got all these heavy, like, light ranged infantry, but these heavy melee infantry are just tearing these guys apart. $1,200. Man, it's so much food requirement. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, allies coming in. Look at this. What a legend. Hopefully he wasn't coming here to get some kind of respite from the enemy. But well, Yeah, it seems I'm not totally dead after all. I mean, it's still not looking amazing, but we're still alive. We need to start hunting these deer though. I guess not with the Imperial officer, right? These are all my idle villagers. This dude. This one. These two. Cool. I really need to get to the next stage. My food supply is just garbo. Is there any other food I can like be taken? I guess it's just got to be these guys, right? Like, is it worth me building a mill here? I guess it might be, so they don't have to keep going all the way back. I know I unlocked that ability for them to move the carcasses, but I don't actually know how to use it. But hopefully this will make our food skyrocket pretty quick. I should probably cancel building stuff, right? Until I'm in a much better position. What's our ally doing? He's expanded out. He's got a sacred site. Ooh. Oh no. God damn it. Oh, I'm so dead. I think like what's happened in this game is that like I just didn't get my eco under control properly at all. And because I've been so delayed getting to the next stage, like I'm just not having the right units to defend and survive. No, that's in-game Joy Toy. As far as I know, it was on it by default. I didn't check the menus to see if it could be switched off, but I imagine if it can be, it would be turned off. Oof. Oh no. Crap. And with that, my food resources are just dead. So at this point, it's pretty much, I think it's pretty much game over. I mean, it was already pretty over, but I mean, like maybe there's resources back here that I was supposed to be getting, and instead I push forward. Hey, Zeno. Yeah, technical stress test. It's free for everyone to try over the weekend. So I said I'd hop on, have a look. Oh my god, there's a bunch of bushes here. Have I been blind this entire game? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? There were bushes here the whole time. Guys, what is this? I thought this was like my nearest berry patch. No wonder I'm so far behind. And it's like on the minimap as well. It's my own dumbass fault. Okay, I need to cancel building stuff here and just like hope to God I can get enough resources here to advance to the next stage. This guy's doing alright though. This guy's just been chilling here the whole game with his little establishment, like no problem. Yeah, I don't mind getting like one villager out here. But man, my food situation is pretty desperate. How much is a mill? 50 wood? Wood's not a problem. Let's set one of these up. But yeah, to get to the next stage I need As it says here, 1200 food, 600 gold. All my guys in the gold here are dead too. Can't you build farms? That's a good question. Yes, I can build farms, you're right. He's dead. Okay, so enemy got a sacred site, but we've got one as well. Oh, my ally has one when I say we. Right? Or maybe not. He has one spotted here. I guess he hasn't captured it. Not quite sure what's required for that. I just keep waiting for my poor ally to come in and like save my dumb ass. Like his eco is just so much better than mine. Okay, well I got the food situation on the mend here. How much are these? These are 50 food each, but I think it's worth just like cramming out a bunch of extra villagers. Most of my villagers are pretty dead except for the lumber ones here. AI intermediate reached the castle age. Well, that sucks. Or even usually the bushes are not that great because the grab rate is slower, but you don't know on this one. Fair. It's fair. Allies with to come in here and try to take out this site. I'm just waiting for the meat resources to tick up. I guess I'll switch these over to the bushes too. Next time, get some farms up earlier. Yeah, for sure, Flippy. I was just thrown off by how far away the bushes were, I think. Nice. He's gonna get this. This little guy's stealing his sheep. I don't really have a lot of resources I can spare to save him though. I'll finish off this outpost. Okay. $700 food. Allies capturing the site here. Ah, okay, so you need like your monk creature. You need to have monk tech and then send the monk towards the site. You can capture it. Makes sense. Yeah, good to see you, Miss Mads. Hope you're having a good weekend. Soundtrack's pretty chill. I do like that. Obviously tailored towards the specific faction that you're currently playing. Getting there. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. So we got a wood mine, and we got a bunch of deer back here. So what I might do is set up a food camp, a mill back here, and then start hunting those dudes. 1200. Oh, we've made it, boys. We made it. I don't know how, but we're somehow still alive enough to deal with this. So economic or military. A siege workshop with extra health units. That sounds hella good. Or economic. Well, economic hasn't really made us survive that much so far. So let's go with this. And with this, it should take us to the next age, which will then enable us, especially this access to siege workshop, to get proper siege tech. And then we should be able to get some unit upgrades for our dudes. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till I have this so I can figure out what upgrades and what units should make sense to go for. In the meantime, there's another outpost here I didn't finish. Our ally, meanwhile, is the sacred site secure. A couple of scouts coming his way from the red player. He's chilling with his religious landmark. The landmarks do look kind of nice. Like some nice stained glass effects. You can like see the tiers of the different levels. It's nice. Yeah, I do like this guy. He's just like totally chill. They're like, nah, it's not. He's not worth the hassle. I do need to be spamming a lot more villagers though. I think I'm just so behind in that regard for this match. But it's a first online match, you know. You gotta make some mistakes to learn from it. Okay, that's probably an issue. If he secures all 3 sites, he wins, right? Alright. Now what do we got? Clock tower nest of bees? Hell yeah, we're getting that. I don't even know where to begin with that. Taking out high value targets at long range. Innovative field weapon. Fires a barrage of rockets to damage defensive positions and clumped enemy troops. Good AoE. Slow movement, weak if surrounded. That's fine. Like the enemy keeps coming into me, so we'll go for some of that. Yeah, let's get all the bees. And the other thing was grenadiers, right? That's what we were kind of hoping to get up to. Which were in the archery range somewhere. Here. Requirement. Ming Dynasty or Spirit Way. Oh, it needs a Dynasty unlocked? That's gonna be rough. Guess veteran archers then, and we'll get a bunch of archers in the field up here to go with our bees. And then we'll also get lancers. Sounds interesting. What are we low on resource wise? Food. So we'll get these guys over here on some farmages. QA. 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 We'll send 3 of these over towards here. This is why we set this up. Nice. So here's our bees. Interesting. I'm curious to see if these actually work. Guess we can get some longbows in here too. What are we low on? Low on food. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. There we go. Increase villagers gathering rate. Yep. Increase the gathering rate. Get this guy over here. We're gonna be needing houses. Although everything else is so far behind, our population isn't really a massive problem. There we go. Okay, we're still alive. We're still in this somehow. I feel like we don't deserve to be, but we are. Should be keeping an eye on the Imperial Age, so a lot of food and a lot of gold. So I should probably be focusing a little bit in terms of the gold. I'll also get a few villagers out here to set up a secondary farm. Not quite sure what this is. Gold. Where are we at for gold? So we probably want to send a few over here next. Okay. And then the classic trebuchet. Okay, I feel like we've come back a little bit. And by we, I mean my ally has saved my ass. Allies capturing the site again. I can actually get a mining camp set up here as well. So I don't have to be so risky in going for the one all the way out here. I can actually have them go here. I like these little aesthetics. It's pretty cool. Big fan. Okay, so we each own a site. That's good. Left click to select a siege weapon. Right click and drive to set up the siege weapon in a specific direction. What? Oh, this is the trebuchet. Okay. So you go this way, then you can just shoot through here. There he is, just like I remember. What is he attacking? I guess he's going for the little scout over here. Couple more lancers, I guess. Some crossbowmen, a lot more villagers. We're under attack up here, so this is now a Ripperoni. What else we got? Palace guards. These sound pretty good. Throw a few of those in. 2,400 food, 1,200 gold. My gold is way off. I need 175 gold to increase that. Should be able to build a castle that increases the pop cap. Castles in this seem to be a landmark. They don't seem to necessarily be a standard defensive structure. A keep here, 800 stone. Problem is I don't have access to stone. I also have this gold vein that he keeps killing all my villagers at. So I should really be using that instead. This sucks. There's also gold mine here, stone mine here, right beside my base. Once again, going way out of the way to find these things. You live and you learn. Oh shit, he's got little siege weapons of his own at this point. That's not going to be good. 1,200 gold. So gold is kind of what I'm desperate for at the moment. I'll keep one of the bees over here. Not that it's going to be a huge help, but it'll be something in the event it's needed. Get one of these on that farm, send one of these all the way back here. Should probably try and get some stone. Crap. These are cool, look at these! Okay, but if you could attack the guys that are... yeah. Absolutely useless. Wow. Dun, 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 dun. Well, it was a solid run. We got to see some of the Chinese faction. We got to see our ally more impressively, which is pretty cool. I like the spaced out farms and how it changes as the ages go. The town hall, the farms around it, it's pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. That's a big army, yeah. I mean, he's doing alright. He might be able to survive without me. Like I said, the biggest things that really screwed me in this playthrough was not seeing the resources right next to my base. I need to just be better at using the minimap. And then focusing on teching up quick, or else like massing a nice huge tier 1 army or something and going after him. But it was it's pretty fun. It seemed to play reasonably well. There's no like, I mean, it didn't crash. There were no problems in that regard. Managed to get like this nice little building up, the astronomical clock tower, and giving early access to the siege stuff is pretty nice. I guess your town center counts as one of the landmarks, so when it says destroys all the landmarks, that's what it kind of meant. Damage models for the buildings are nice. Yeah, they look pretty cool. Nice smoking effects and like just the rubble left behind. You can like build over this rubble too. For these ones not so much. I guess they stay in place. Zoom right in. I see that request, Gel. I'll refund your points afterwards. You can hit me up when I'm streaming some C&C for that stuff. Yeah, sure, Mark. I'm probably just gonna stream for like, I don't know, maybe another hour or so. I just want to like test it a little bit. But yeah, if I'm already or streaming, I can always pop on. You like it? They collapse? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice little destruction effects, and like the other stuff stays in place. I like that the mangonels have to like do their own little deployment too. They kind of pack up as they move. The dynasty stuff seems pretty interesting. Like being able to choose to have 2 of your specified ages landmarks in order to unlock this stuff. It's a really interesting idea. Especially like you can kind of set it up in such a way like because these require, is it about the tiers? Yeah, tier 3, tier 3, tier 4, tier 4. Like some of these bonuses are pretty high. Villager production time, like building stuff super quick. Villagers, officials, and military units gaining speed, military units gaining health. Like that stuff can really change how the game plays out. Dude, you don't like how the wall remains in the rubble because the units afterwards can just walk over it. Like that's a good point, actually, Joy. I would have figured it would still be impassable terrain for you to move over. Like you could probably build over it, fair enough, but like it is a little bit deceiving that you can walk straight through this. No, they've got women and children. I mean, this does look pretty nice, it has to be said. Like, in the right moments, like, when everything's falling down around you and you're, like, seeing this, the militia and stuff, like, throwing fire into buildings instead of, like, just hitting it with their swords and stuff. It's a nice effect. Yeah, like, the rubble, like, stuff at the front of the housing, the, like, roof falling off. But no, I get what you're getting from Joy. Like, you shouldn't be able to walk over this stuff if it's visible like that. Yay! How's this guy doing? Man, like these gardens just look so nice. You just got some huntable deer chilling around like the fields. Damn, son. It's cool. The main army, of course, is over here. It's rocking the mangonels. Be fine with some sizable walls or remaining if it would also be impassable. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the good in between solution. Rip. Oh shit, what do you do? This is for both of us, right? Or is it just for me? Does he get to still keep playing? There's his castle. That's pretty fun to try out. Like again, obviously, if you practice with the factions, you're going to be in a better position. And that was only against 2 AI too, so that's kind of, it's a little embarrassing for me, but that's fine. Like this guy clearly knew what he was doing. Around this point was when he had to try and save my ass. But you get some cool breakdown of like the age progressions when people transitioned, similar to past games, right? Total balances, total battles, defeats, statistics, total score. Hell yeah, we gained it over 1,000. It's pretty bad. Yeah, PC really seems to act up on the transitions between score screens and stuff. I don't know if that's just the game not optimized or what. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was fun to try out. Yeah, so that was the co-op versus AI. I guess I'll try 1 versus players. And then probably call it at that point. So yeah, let's try this. See if we can get a match. But yeah, it's free all weekend as far as I know. You can still sign up to it. Just go to the Age of Empires 4 Steam page. You should see an option there to sign up for the technical stress test, and then you just install it like a standard game. I think it was like around 20 gigs ish. Wasn't the worst, depending on your internet speeds. But yeah. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty fun little stress test they've gone for the weekend. Like, the wait times for the queues don't seem too long. I think the last one was like 2 minutes. Like, I had one after 2 minutes, but then it didn't seem to work out. Then after another 2 minutes, got the other game. Seems to be a few maps. You can also do custom games. That's worth mentioning. I think I showed it a bit earlier. How about we play as these dudes? Just have a look at them, and then we would have seen every faction too. So that's nice. We've seen a little bit of every faction. You know, you play CNC when that isn't a long queue. Cano, you know what I mean. Like, yeah. I would consider anything under 5 minutes a pretty okay queue time. Like, granted, because like, again, the length of the games is a factor, right? Like, that last game went on for nearly an hour. Alright. Let's go. 1v1. Gameplay tip. Hunting can provide you with more food than farming in the short term. Dealing fire damage to buildings and siege weapons will cause them to ignite and take damage over time. Use villagers to repair fire damage. Makes sense. Do wish there was a loading bar or something on these screens, so you're not just like listening for audio cues and hoping you get into it. But I think it's loading. There we go. Okay, we're gonna use some things that we've learned. Do we win? Hell yeah! So okay, sure, we'll take it. First victory, Age of Empires 4, undefeated in 1v1s. Let's go. Easy wins, boys. Versus AI, don't stand a chance. Versus players, easy peasy. Tactical stress test, by the way. There may be connectivity issues with servers. Maybe. It's a little up in the air, you know. Bum, bum. Oh, 3v3. Oh, water. What? How do you even deal with water on this map, on this game? Guess we'll find out. I didn't even see an option to build any naval stuff the last map. Maybe it's only specific maps that you have access to it. I guess you have like 3 islands versus 3 islands? Dun, dun, dun. Not sure what the colors here represent. The red, yellow, and blue. Maybe I'm not sure if that's if blue is, and then red is the enemy team, yellow is your team. Bit inside. So if the 1v1 disconnected, I would have sketchy expectations for a 3v3, but let's see. Da, 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 da. But yeah, if any of you boys are planning to play this over the weekend, I'll keep an eye out on Discord to see when you're on, and I might jump in. If you want to do customs or something, check it out that way. But you know, as it is a technical stress test, it's good to test the quick match stuff. The feudal age, the professional scouts technology, blah 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 blah. If your unit does 10, okay, here we go. Arctic Thunder eliminated. Oh shit, 2v3, let's go. And of course we're the team with the 2, right? Or are we not? Yeah, this guy's dead. Shit. 2v3, easy, we got this, we got this. How hard can it be, boys? How hard can it be? Get the house up. We got food source next. Yeah, lumber counts reduce travel. I've literally just started playing the game. Give me a second to get up and running. That would be great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna get a mill over here. I want to put it on the back side, just because, why not? I have to select a villager. Yeah, this guy's not doing anything. House of Wisdom. This will enable us to get to the next stage already. Sweet. Not enough resources. Need food. Okay, well, these guys are working on food. So we got 3 on wood. You can see them here too. It's very useful. 3 on wood, 4 on food, 4 on wood. You're on the Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 is a great game. Holy shit. I tend to binge it. What I do is I pick it up for like 2 weeks and like grind all the recent content and then not play it for a year and then come back for like 2 weeks and just like absolutely grind it. So I finished Heaven's Word and I have to move on to the expansion after that, which I keep forgetting the name of. What is this? Hey, Mr. Stonecrest. Cheers very much for the sub, dude. Appreciate the support. Yeah, this is interesting. You can get access to this yourself, dude. It's free on Steam over the weekend. A technical stress test, as you can see by the text floating around the screen. What is this? Golden Age. Build structures nearby to advance towards the Golden Age bonuses. So this is their special thing. Structures built within the House of Influence gain health to progress. 10 structures villagers gather rated plus 10% for all resources. Oh hell yeah! So I should be building all my houses and things around this, right? So I should be like, yeah, let's get you here. Like this. Yeah, this seems to be the good thing. 2 huge expansion. Yeah, no, I'm way behind the expansion joy. It's just the time it takes. There's so much in that game. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just there's just a lot to get through, you know. Can I not do this? What is this? Build a wing from the House of Wisdom. Oh, I have to. Ah, interesting. Okay, so rather than building the landmarks, you actually have to use this structure to get to your other ages. That's. Oh, so I shouldn't be building around this, or I should? Not sure. 400 wood, 200 gold. So I need to be getting gold. Gotcha. And my gold deposit is back here. Sweet. Okay. Get a few more villagers up. Probably need to get another house. Although this guy's cranking out the houses right now, so maybe not. Maybe I'll be alright just getting this person on gold. AOD, my boy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Played Guild War 2 into the ground for years. Guild War 2 is great. Especially with the, like, you just buy it once. There's no subscription fees or anything else. It's the thing with Final Fantasy 14 that gets me a little irked. That's why I only do it in those, like, 2-week stints. Because it could be quite expensive otherwise. Oh, right, I'm on an island as well. Kind of forgot about that a little bit. So, here we're going to have 3 of these on the gold. We'll get a little horsey scout to check out the island. 200 gold, 400 food. gold's starting to go up. Our food's increasing at a steady rate. Gonna keep spamming villagers. I'll have a guy here. Perfect. Little splish splash effects are cool. Shoreline fish, so your villagers, from what I recall on Age of Empires 2, are able to get these as a food source. 1,000, 1,000. You can also get fishing boats, I think. There is a dock that you can build, so I should probably get one of these down. That seems to be the primary unit. And I will shout if we lose. It is 2 versus 3, so I will not be the sole person responsible. But we shall see how it goes. 400 food, almost there. I'm doing reasonably well. I'm not dead yet. Always nice to see. Need to be increased in age. So I think when this thing appears, you have the resources as well as a little notification. We'll get one of these as a shepherd. We have the ability to build the wing, right? Which they don't build themselves, but use this thing. Okay, so you could use any of these 4, it looks like. So economic. You get certain technologies based on which one you choose. That's pretty cool. Camel support. Preservation of knowledge. Castle Age, Imperial Age. I mean, this seems fine. I don't know. I don't really have a good idea about what's best, so I'll just go with that. What is this? My super name. Thanks so much for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. Support goes a long way. You'll usually see me streaming during the weekdays. Primarily between 8 to 10 GMT +1 Monday to Friday. And then there's a bunch of stuff over on my YouTube channel. I tend to put out content daily, so keep an eye out for that stuff if you're interested. I'm a little disorientated by the orientation of the map versus like the shoreline here. It feels a bit off, but I guess it makes sense. Here's our fishing boat. Usually you tend to get these, like, as I said, villagers I think can get these on the shore, but fishing boats are useful if you can get like merlin or whatever in the middle of the river for food. But food's always been a big problem for me, so it seems that it's definitely going to be beneficial. So this is underway. I mean, it's definitely not going to hurt me to get all the food. What I think I need to do is scout over this way too. This person is going to want to build a mine next to the gold supply. There's 2 gold supplies here, a lot of gold. Stop building villagers again, it's really bad. Should I... I'm a bit conflicted on what to get my villagers to work on. I suppose like food is the main thing. It'd be nice if I found a secondary food source somewhere besides the oh, there's this. It's besides the fishing boats, but I guess fishing boats are gonna have to do it. Nice. New age begins. Trade ship, fishing boat, and then Dow. Light war vessel. So I'm guessing we're gonna need a bunch of boats. Are they allowed to stream that? Is it an open test? Yeah, it's an open test, my super name. You can play this yourself. It's free to access on Steam all weekend. Just go to the Age of Empires 4 Steam Workshop page. Or the Steam page, store page, and you'll be able to get it there. What's this? Reduce the cost to produce villagers? Yes, please. Increase the attack range of spearmen? Nah. So we get a few of the Dows up. We got a boar here. The old tradition would be that you would want to try and get it and then run it back. And try not to let any of your villagers die while hunting it. But I'm pretty bad, so these are all gonna die. As is tradition. But yeah, generally speaking, you want these to kind of be out of range, hunting it down. So, what do we got? Increase villager health, it's not really a huge priority. I should be working on the next age, which needs a wing from here, which needs a lot more gold. So gold should be my next priority. And I'm gonna want to be careful about reaching a bunch of farms soon-ish. Gonna have our first naval battle here. Extend fishing lines. It's nice to give you like a separate tech thing to your main dock here, which is kind of interesting. We'll let those guys try and go about doing their thing. Keep the fishing boats fishing. Not quite sure why this is taking forever, but it is. Boar here has got 2,000 food. Holy shit. Usually you'd want to lure it back towards your main base, but like I'm not playing this super optimally, so it's fine. Fall back. Shit. I'm low on wood. Makes a nice change. We'll take one of these and we'll get them to build a... No, we won't because we don't have the resources. We will get them to build a lumber mill. Okay, we're about to run out of resources here, so we're going to have to build up a load of farms. How's our ally doing? Ally's getting a defensive landmark on the shore. It's pretty cool. Cool. Select a farm. Yeah, I'm out of resources here. Oh, these require so much wood. Shit. Well, we're not just gonna have all these sitting here doing nothing. Oh no, I screwed the boar. I think you need to have your villagers kill it, or else you don't get the meat from it. Crap. Okay. Nice. We want to get all the upgrades, so stuff is faster. To get the next wing, we need 600 gold, so gold needs to be a priority. We'll get a mining camp set up right next to it. Oh boys, how's our ally looking? Cool little village building. Defensive landmark. He's got little fishing boats. Nice. No need for you to be idle. Or you. We'll get you to get a farm. We'll get you to have a farm as well. Okay, okay, we're doing alright. We're alive. We're alive. For now. What do we want? Need to keep producing villagers. Stopping is always bad. need to have a look at the requirements for the wing of the house. Checking now build. The military wing, culture wing, feudal castle, feudal castle. It's all feudal and castle age stuff, so it doesn't hugely impact me until I hit that age. Which is going to be my next stage, I guess. So my population's doing okay. I should be getting more of these. I think some of these baglas are what I want. So wait till I upgrade and get a few more of those. Nice, nice. How are we doing with this? Social count 5. I need to be building more houses around this. Oh no. That was what I meant to do. Q, Q. I put this in a really bad position with all those trees there. I'll try to direct my villagers towards these trees, get rid of them. Defaco. Okay, okay. I don't feel like we're too far behind this time. It is still 3 versus 2 though, so we are going to need a bit of a miracle here. Might actually be worthwhile for me to build a mill out this way, preemptively, and use it for hunting, and then switch it over to farms. How are we doing? We have most of the upgrades. We'll start getting the meat hunting tech. We'll increase the gold production stuff. Lumber, we're okay for now. Nice. Food gathering going up, so we've hit the castle age. Nice, so we can start getting a few of these. I'm just guessing it's good to have boats. I mean, like, it's a totally river-based map, so that seems to make sense. Okay, I've unlocked one of these golden age things. So tier 1, villager gathering rate is plus 10% for all resources. It's a pretty neat concept for this thing. I do like it. I'm not quite sure how it works though, because like, do you just have to keep building adjacent and this will extend outwards, or does it not count? Right. But yeah. So, what next? What is this? A mosque. This is religious units and houses religious technologies. Starting in Castle Age 3, religious units can pick up relics and place them in this building to generate gold. Siege Workshop. Siege Workshop seems good, but it feels difficult, right? Because it doesn't seem worth my while to get much of this stuff. I should just keep teching up as high as I can and then start investing. Looks like I almost have enough gold for this stuff. Which, what, 1200 gold? We'll get the little bump there first. The fact my ally isn't set up over here is very unnerving. So what I'm gonna do is set up a secondary dock. Can I set up a secondary dock over here? That would be nice. And then transport across the way and maybe try take this as like a mini expansion? Oh. Shit. I have absolutely no units or anything. So I guess Siege Workshop is what I'm gonna need. What else? I guess just the general racks. Shit. God damn it. Maybe he's getting a town center on my base. You kidding me? So I think what this guy did was he did actually expand over to here and take this island. I suspected it when he drew my ships away from the front of his from the shunt of his base, from the front of the base. Not really sure how he can fend these off when they're right on top of me. And now he's gonna have the town center here shooting at me, as well as the keep. So this is out of my control. Maybe actually I can attack him from the sea. If I bring these all the way around, maybe there's a way to do that. Because I don't know how else I'm going to be able to deal with this stuff. This guy's having a heart attack trying to figure out what he's doing. Get this villager before he builds it. Nice. He does the town center right there though, so he's going to be able to rebuild it pretty quick. Look at this! Holy shit. Still alive somehow? We are, it looks like. Okay, okay. Get a few of these incendiary ships, see if I can just blow himself into them. Okay, 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 this is good. I want to get the Siege Workshop here, let this burn to death. Okay, okay. Get our incendiary ships going all the way around here. See if we can do some damage with those. I'm gonna set the rally for this over here. Okay, well they blew up, I think. Okay, well Okay. Okay. We managed to hold off. I don't know how, but we're still alive. Has the resources. I think we can get a new wing. No, 1200 gold. Okay, no, our gold's way off now because of all the drama. That's a moral victory, guys. I don't care. I don't care about how the rest of this goes. That is most definitely a moral victory. We secured the coastline. Oh, so this attack ship fires on both sides. That's a nice little feature. Okay. So we're live. We're live. We'll put our forces here towards our navy. Okay, delete all these things I've got queued up because not gonna need a huge amount of camels just to defend the land. 1200 gold, so 300 more gold. Okay. You get on the gold. Get on the gold. Let's get in the wood, and this person can also get in the wood. Nice. Camel handling, pharynx, culture wing. Got our next wing. Get a couple more dows. How's our ally? Allies probably in much better shape than we are. Yeah, so they started expanding across the ocean, which is what I wanted to originally do over here. So let's see if we can make that happen. So build that, build a transport ship, see if we can get over to here. I'm a little bit skeptical about that actually yielding good results, but we'll see. What structures am I missing? So this is the mosque, siege workshop, keep requires a lot of stone. I don't seem to have any stone resources, at least not on this starting. Oh, I do. I have it right here. So let's get a mine set up. I've always been pretty bad at trying to stay on top of managing multiple resources in these Age of Empires games. I tend to be fine with like gold and maybe one or two others, but at a certain point I just kind of drift off and then like forget to get the stone, forget to get the gold. It's one of the fun things that's about it. I think it's heavy on the resource management side of stuff, which is cool. But I do have to say, like, just in terms of like first impressions and stuff like this, I'm really enjoying it. I've never really done a lot of the naval stuff in Age of Empires 2, so it's kind of a new element to me, but it's been pretty fun. Like trying to hold off these like little rushes into you and stuff is like very terrifying and scary. Oh, how great would it be if this was just like up for grabs? But there's no way. Yeah, no, the enemy's here. There was never going to be a way that the enemy wasn't here, right? Unload. Can I build like something like this? Oh no. I do like the idea of having access to these incendiary ships that I can just like sacrifice into the enemy as like a last-ditch defense effort. It's pretty fun. These trebuchets I should probably set up on the coast too. They can probably do some damage, right? Oh, not quite. No! He's coming over to my island. Shit. And I have nothing left to defend it. God, I've learned basically nothing from what literally happened moments ago. That's fine. Stables. It's going after all my villagers. Which is bad news for me. I'm out of resources for this stuff. I spent all the resources getting up the structures to be able to build units faster, and now I can't afford the units. That's classic bad management. That was pretty cool. I mean, at this point, like, he's already killed nearly all of my villagers, so there's very little redemption I can do here. I'm back down to 25 out of 140, but it was pretty fun. It was cool to see how this faction handles like the Golden Age stuff, like having this one, your very first landmark structure that you build, also act as like where you get all your upgrades, as well as this cool Golden Age thing. It's an interesting balance dynamic between the different factions. I'm curious how that's going to expand, if they're going to do like obviously more than 4 factions, but like how many unique types of progression they're going to do with the landmark stuff, and how they're going to keep it different and different, like, you know, keep up basically the innovation for each different faction. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Of course, the graphics and stuff for the game so far looks very nice. Obviously the different tiers, the different ages, it's represented different visually, but like it looks very, very nice. The music's been pretty cool. Depending on the faction you play, they seem to have specific soundtracks that they want to put on and make it more immersive, which I think it does a good job of it. Like, I can feel bopping along to some of the songs. The naval stuff seems pretty interesting. Being able to carry 16 units in one boat seems like a lot, but that's like a small balance consideration maybe. But I do like that, you know, you have the individual units, they all look very unique to each faction. They don't just stab their swords at the structures, they actually throw fire. The fact that they're able to have this like nice debris effect on these structures, although as Joy pointed out earlier, it seemed to be a case that it's a little misleading that you can then just walk through this after it's been destroyed. It'd be nice if it was still blocked off and you couldn't do that, while still allowing you to build over it, you know. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the aesthetics, like the gold veins look pretty nice. The stones look very nice. Minimap's pretty useful. Obviously in this map it was kind of 2 versus 3. That's my excuse for losing. But even aside from that, it was pretty fun. I like being able to, you know, build camos. It's a little bit different for a different faction. Obviously each faction has their own strengths and weaknesses, their own special tech trees. But generally speaking, they look nice. Looks nice, plays nice, feels good. I haven't really had any huge glitches while playing for the last 2 hours. During that time, we've managed to do the tutorial, we've managed to do a co-op session versus the AI, and then of course this being a PvP, 2v3. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll have to keep an eye out in terms of when they're actually planning to release the game, because that'll be a lot of fun, possibly to pick it up during that stage. Because again, I'm always interested in checking out new RTSs, and like obviously Age of Empires is a long history. For myself personally, I mostly just played 2, not so much 3, and even at the online of 2, I only played it a little bit. Looked at some gold, looked at some build wars and things like that. But yeah, Golden Age Tier 1 deactivated. Ah, that's cool. So if you lose your structures around this, you lose the Gold Age benefits. So you have to keep them up the whole time. That's another interesting thing. It's not permanently unlocked, which you might expect. How's our ally doing? Okay, the enemy's coming for ally now, so it's definitely going to be the end times here. I do like these, the clock tower nested bees. It's a pretty clever unit against the elite lancers. Of course, you have village here. It's pretty nice. I like the landmark concept is interesting. Being able to use it for like defense, offense, eco, or whatever the fourth one was. I forget offhand. But the fact that you have the opportunity to use it in those different ways, and especially if you're playing team games like 2v2s, 3v3s, 4v4s, or whatever, it'll enable you to synergize better. It's like, oh hey, I'm gonna go defense, you go offense, and you just make sure to protect me while I'm massing eco, and then you can set up the markets, right, and just trade all your good resources to your ally. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Don't know why it struggles so much just with that victory screen. It's a pretty weird place for it to do it. But aside from that, it's been pretty spot on. Overview, you can see all the details here. Again, as expected, the various timeline progressions. My own was okay. It was pretty early to get 2 compared to some other people. 3 was on about par. Never quite made it to 4. Well, I did here. Well, it wasn't too far off. I think it just really got caught off guard when he landed and had all those resources on the island. After I'd scouted it, I was like, oh right, he can just deploy here and build a whole base. It was pretty fun. Statistics, a whole bunch of stuff there. Obviously my score is not great, that's fair enough. Military, eco, technology, society. It's pretty cool. Pretty fun. I think that's gonna do it for this little experiment. So, as I said before, we checked out the learn section, we did the little intro tutorial. If you want to check out the individual tech trees for each faction before you play online, which is probably a better idea, you can go in there and have a look at the various strengths, weaknesses, and everything else. We played as English in the tutorial, we played as Chinese in our PvP, and we play in our PvAI, I guess, or co-op. We played the Abbasid dynasty in the last PvP, and we got to see some of the Holy Roman Empire stuff from our ally in the co-op mission. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I currently reached level 7, so that's kind of cool. I wonder if maybe they'll unlock special things if you get certain levels in the main game, but that's gonna pretty much do it for my stream at the moment. I'll probably still be playing this throughout the day at some point. I wasn't planning to hop on today, but figured why not. But yeah, thanks everyone for dropping by. Thanks very much to my super name for the follow. Darius for dropping the resub, it's always appreciated. Same with Kano, and AOD as well. All the boys coming out today. Appreciate all the support. It means a lot to me. It helps me to keep trying to do this full time. Are there only 4 factions? Currently there are, Gel. It is only a stress test. I think in the final game there's going to be a lot more. Age of Empires has a big history of having a lot of factions. I think the last one had like 32 plus. And they're still adding ones to Age of Empires 2, so it would not surprise me if there were a lot more. But again, as it's just a stress test, I imagine they're limiting it to a small pool. But yeah, was lots of fun. Good to see you guys. Enjoy your weekend. There's a good chance I'll be back on Monday, but it kind of depends. We'll see what's going on, the old personal life stuff. But if you want to keep updated, there's the Discord. You can reach me there. If you want to check me out on YouTube, you can check it out there. Usually, as I say, I'm uploading stuff on YouTube daily, primarily RTS content, mostly CNC stuff, but occasionally other stuff too. I'll probably put the video from this stream up on there, just because it's a special once-off. Stress test, look at Age of Empires 4 and see what the story is there. People might like to check it out. But yeah, GG's. I'll see if someone else is streaming something similar, and I'll go drop them a raid. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Enjoy your weekend.